Thank you, Presiding Officer. To ask the Scottish Government what progress it has made on improving accommodation standards in relation to legislation that currently exists in Scotland for seasonal agricultural workers.
Cabinet Secretary Mary McCallum.
Presiding Officer, no one residing in Scotland, however temporarily, should have to live in substandard accommodation. There are currently provisions within the Housing Scotland Act 1987 which oblige a local authority to make bylaws with respect to accommodation for agricultural and seasonal workers, and this is sections 314 and 315 of the Act. I would expect local authorities to use existing law to make provision in their area, suited to their area and in response to activity in their area. Meantime, the Scottish Government continue to develop what is a longer-term piece of work, considering whether a national set of standards would be appropriate.
Paul McLennan.
Can I thank the Cabinet Secretary for that answer? In my time as Minister, I was aware of the complexities of the matter, and I think she's quite correct in raising how important local authorities are in this regard. Also, Scotland can lead the way in the UK and globally by commencing statutory standards for the accommodation of seasonal horticultural workers to help ensure that they have the safe and dignified places in which to live. Can I therefore ask what the indicative timeframe is for introducing such legislation in the scope of legislation that the Cabinet Secretary referred to?
Cabinet Secretary.
Thanks, Presiding Officer, and I thank Paul McLennan for the work he did as Housing Minister to advance this important area. I have to reiterate that there is existing primary legal provision for this matter, and as I say, that's set out in sections 314 and 315 of the Housing Scotland Act 1987, and that's in respect of local authorities making bylaws for the situation as it arises in their area. However, we are taking on that longer-term piece of work considering a national suite of standards, but this would require careful development, public consultation and likely require primary legislation, and I'll be glad to keep Parliament up to date on the progress of that.